Morning. So about 8:15 in the west of the Brecon Beacons, just setting off on a 12-mile walk up those hills up there. Set off from home before 6 this morning, beat the traffic on the way over here, and I don't suppose I'm going to see many people up on these hills today, but yeah, great to explore a new area of the Brecons that I haven't been to before, a little bit further west. The idea today is to do a circular route, most of which will be up above 600 metres. There's a couple of lakes on the way, and a lot of heavy rainfall this winter, so making sure I stay away from stream crossings as much as possible, but aware that I might have a bit of water to contend with up there. And yeah, there's quite low cloud as well. They say the cloud base is at 650 and there's lower fog as well. It'll clear, but in some places and not in others. So but other than that, it's a perfect day for walking in January, really. It's 8 degrees down the bottom here. It's going to be about 2 degrees on top. Very light winds. Been a high pressure system dominating with glorious clear skies and frost a few days ago, but couldn't quite take advantage of that. I've not been able to get out and about until today. So yeah, going to be a really interesting navigation day up top. Practicing my poor visibility navigation, trying to get ready for mountain leader assessment perhaps later this year. Need another kind of 10-12 days up in the hills before I'll feel ready for that. But yeah, there's no rush. It's just nice to be outside on days like this. So hopefully it'll be alright when we get up top, but let's find out. Oh, first treat of the morning. That's quite beautiful up there. I think that's where I'm headed. You can just see the sun glinting through onto where I think the first lake is, and the mountain ridge up behind it. So who knows, we might get a break in the cloud after all today. And yeah, nice quiet start to the day. Okay, so this is what I came to Wales for today, a cloud. Let's see if we can get a 12-mile loop done. And there's still real tempting glimpses of blue sky up there that just keep me going, and just handrailing the stream, as it's called, keeping it on my right side all the way up to the lake. So always using features to navigate. This is a pretty major one. I keep it down to my right hand side, and I will eventually reach the lake that it comes from. Might get a bit more interesting up on top, but it's a real gradual climb up here, just gaining height all the time, but not too steep. I'm already thinking this is a great place to come for a trail run. You've got a pub at the bottom that I started from, a really good gradual climb, and then there'll be some fantastic high level ridge stuff at the top from what I've been told. And yeah, just really practicing taking it easy today. It's only Thursday, and on Sunday I ran the Gloucester 50k, so I've been taking it easy all week. Had a swim yesterday, and today's the first time doing anything significant with my legs. They feel really good, actually. I'm surprised how quickly they've recovered. But when I was on my mountain leader training, I remember Carol, who was teaching, basically saying you need to be able to get into a rhythm of doing this day in, day out. Sometimes you'll be leading groups on expeditions for several days, and you could well be fitter than the people that you're out on the hill with, and you need to be able to take their pace into account. So already the ground got a bit steeper there, and I'm speaking in shorter sentences and noticing a shortness of breath. So don't want to get so hot and bothered on the inside that I'm sweating and then I've got cold, wet kit when I get up on top. I also want to be able to make sure I'm in good shape to get out again tomorrow. Small matter of a 2-hour drive home and an evening entertaining a 2-year-old, so I can't be too knackered. So really just taking my time today, focusing on the navigation and what's around me. It's going to be a day for looking at what's in front of you for the next 10 yards at times, but yeah, that's where we came from. Onwards. Okay, so I've ended up following this fantastic spur along here, and up about 600 metres now. Sun's trying to do its thing and come through those clouds, and I think that's blue sky up there. I think that's what we'll call that. So it's hard to define if I've been walking through cloud or through sort of valley fog, but I can now make out a real ridge line up here, if you can see, and that's where I'm eventually headed. So if I can get up there, it's going to be amazing. I'm going to be up above the cloud, which is what they call a cloud inversion, and I'm lucky enough to experience a few of those at home in Stroud when there's cloud down in the valleys, but I haven't really experienced one in the British mountains before, and it looks crisp and blue and amazing up there. So really glad I set out today. Faint path here, boggy in places. Really glad of these walking poles with lots of small streams to cross. A bit extra stability, chance to test the water depth and whether rocks are stable or not. And yeah, we're about 2.5 miles in now. Reached a level portion of the walk, and yeah, wondering if I can find a lake over this hill and stop for a breather. And as if by magic, here we are up above the clouds. Amazing. Wow. So we've got a big pocket of cloud just in there where the lake should be. Can't even see it from where I am. And the big ridge is coming to view. And the colours are just fantastic. Real golden glow to this slightly dead yellow grass. And oh, that was worth setting out for this morning. It's so quiet as well. Quite far from civilization. No roads. Distant sound of an aeroplane that's up at 40,000 feet up there is all I can hear. No trees, so very few birds about. Even the sheep have abandoned this place today. But it's absolutely pristine now. Crisp horizon line. And there's the cloud just hanging in there. Amazing. Not a bad spot for a brew. About 10:30. I've been going a couple of hours. Sun's out. Wondering whether I should have put some sun cream on. That's where we'll end up, on that ridge eventually. And that's where we came from. So that cloud's been chasing me up, but the sun's really got to work now. And yeah, it's a bloody glorious morning. So clouds arrived, and still a faint path here. Been slowing down and checking I know exactly where I am. I'm aiming for a big stream down here, and then when I hit that I'll be able to follow the stream along to the next lake. But yeah, it's very easy to become disorientated quite quickly when in this kind of cloud. So yeah, just trying to get comfortable navigating when it's like this. Easier said than done. I think I know where we are. I think. Relief, right, that is what I've been looking for. So this feature here has just popped out of the clag. This is a man-made culvert, so I think there's some kind of dam at the top, which is where I'll be able to cross quite easily and safely. So yeah, took a compass bearing and aimed myself for this. Rather than wander around in the fog and aim for a lake I might miss, I've just descended, which is weird when you're trying to climb to the top of the mountain. You sort of don't want to, but yeah, now I can just handrail this, follow it all the way along. I know exactly where I am. So here I am at the top. I think I've managed to find the only bit of Wales that's got no cloud today. I'll be up in Wales up there, wherever those wind turbines are in the distance, but not bad. Cloud coming and going today. Good spot. So that's where I had my lunch up there, and that is how quickly things can change in the mountains. So now you see it, and now you don't. Totally gone. And that's where I'm headed, so gonna keep moving and hopefully still be clear at the top, but it's just about to engulf me here. Right, 5 hours. 11 miles, 2 cheese sandwiches, and I don't want to come down from here really. I've got the last of the sunshine, and I'm just going to sit here and take in the last of the view before I head off back down the ridge and into the cloud again. Awesome walk, definitely runnable for a good trail run out. So we'll try and drag some people back out here from the run club, see if I can get them up these hills. That would be an awesome run. And yeah, time to go home. But yeah, not a bad day's work. That is some fantastic hat hair I've ended up with. So having descended down through all the clouds, I'm now back in the valley, and even though I've known where I've been on a ridge, it's always very welcome to see the pub at the end and the bit where I put the car. So yeah, that's the best part of a half marathon on the hill today. Yeah, it will be. So 12.8 to here, and yeah, just dropping down and then 2-hour drive home, and that's not bad for a January day out in the Brecons.